welcome or welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new, my name is Kritisha Marie, and today we are talking holiday wish list. So let's get into it. These items today that I'm going to mention are going to be items that will be great for stocking stuffers or any beauty lover in your life. I have found these ones to never fail me. They are ones that I get genuinely excited to use. They do exactly what they're going to do. Like if I'm going to a wedding, bam, I'll use these. If I've got a long day, bam, I'll use these. And so I wanted to share them with you guys in case you are unsure what to ask for Christmas, or again, if you've got a beauty lover and you're unsure what to get them. Any of these, they would love to have. Any of them. Now, before we get into that list, first and foremost, what are we doing? If you have not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers in the next year. I can't do it without you. So I'm asking, requesting for you to take some action. Hit that subscribe button. Share this also and comment. Let me know that you showed up, that you're part of the fam bam. I'd love to have you be a part of the fam bam. But we're gonna go ahead now and get right into it. Since this is my first time doing a video like this is going to be a mix of items that have come out previously, as well as some that have come out just recently, like this year. I will also include things that if they are being discontinued or hard to grab, I'll let you know about those items as well, just so that you can grab them right in time for the holidays. I'm gonna do this in the order that I apply my makeup. Hopefully, I may jump around just a little bit, but we're gonna go ahead and get started first with primer. So the first one I have is gonna be this Too Faced Peached and Primey Cooling Matte Skin Perfecting Primer. You can still get this on Too Faced website. This line is going out of business, so you definitely want to hop on it, but it does exactly what it says it's going to do. It's going to mattify. It helps to extend the wear of my makeup. It is more of a creamy type of primer, but this never fails. I love using this one in the summertime where my skin is oily, and I do notice that it extends my makeup. The next one that we have is going to be the Farsali Liquid Powder Oil Balancing Serum. This one is supposedly like in this, are we discontinuing it? Are we not discontinuing it? You can find it on Sephora. This one is great in the summertime for my oily skin. Again, I noticed that it extends the wear of my makeup. This one is going to be more of a liquid type of primer. And then when it does dry down, it does have a little bit of a white cast, but when you put your foundation over it, that white cast doesn't affect any of the makeup. It doesn't change the color, doesn't do anything like that. So this one is one that I will probably be picking up a bottle of, because again, it's in that limbo space and I don't not want to have this in my collection. So one that's a little bit easier to get your hands on is going to be the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. This one, again, just does exactly what it says it's going to do. It grips onto your makeup. When you place this on your face, it is going to have a little bit of a cooling effect, but it would be patted on instead of rubbed because you don't want it to peel because of the gripping qualities that it does have in it. But your makeup, the foundation, sticks to it like glue. Like, it does what it says it's going to do. And I love wearing this on longer days. I have oily skin, and I was really concerned that this would be something that wouldn't work for me. I figured that this was going to be more for someone who had drier skin or normal skin because of the word hydro in it, but I don't notice that it does anything different to my makeup than the other primers do. I still feel pretty matte most of the day. My makeup doesn't slide around because of the hydration. I just really have enjoyed using this. Moving into eye primers, I've got two here. One is going to be the Profusion Cosmetics No Budge Eyeshadow Primer, and the other one is the Juvia's Place Eye Prep Eye Prime Eye Primer. Both of these are fantastic. I have oily eyelids. Things tend to crease, things tend to slide around on my eyes, and these help for things to just set. They help for the colors to pop. They help for me to go a good 7-8 hours without any creasing, any oil peek through, any of that. I'm actually using this one today. I wore it for this halo look. Love it. Like, it just stays in place so well. If you are into, I think it's the MAC paint pots, these would be great dupes for that. Yes, they're in a different tube. Yes, they're a little bit more creamier, but you need the tiniest amount, especially this one. The tiniest amount goes a long way because of the shade pigment that's in there. Both of these are going to be more of like a nude color. But you'll put it on your finger, dab it on your eye, and then of course set it with a powder, and it's going nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. Absolutely beautiful. Next, I have foundations. These are just, I need these forever to be in my collection. Like, there's no other way to put it. They will forever be in my collection. First one is going to be a drugstore option. This is going to be the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear. Natural finish, long wearing. When I am doing wedding makeup, this is the one that I recommend for people to go out and get because it just melts into the skin so beautifully. It lasts all day. If there is any fading, it's not noticeable. You know, 'cause some foundations, the fading on them is quite bad. Absolutely love it. One that's very similar to that is going to be the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Performance Wear Liquid Foundation. This is in the shade 26. Sorry, I probably should say this shade just in case you are, matched with me. This one is in the shade Hazelnut. But this one, again, shade Chai 26. The shade range on this is not very good. Like, I'm just going to put that out there right now. Not very good at all. But if you can find your shade, it's a beautiful, lightweight, natural finish foundation. Lasts all day, fades beautifully. I have no problems with it. I can put it on with a sponge. I can put it on with a brush. There's never any streaks. Doesn't have a scent. It's absolutely beautiful. A little bit more of a higher end foundation is going to be this Urban Decay Stay Naked Weightless Liquid Foundation. This one does exactly what it says it's going to do. Weightless, long wearing. Has an extensive shade range, very beautiful. Absolutely love it. Fades beautifully. I have no problems with it. This one's in the shade 70NN. I have more of a neutral golden undertone. So this one has to go on your holiday wish list. And then I have these two. These are going to be more full coverage foundations. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup. And this one's the Lancome Tint Idole Ultra Wear. Both of them offer full coverage. They last, again, all day. This one's got a little bit of SPF in it. This one does not. Both wear beautifully. Like, these two are definitely going to be, this one's my holy grail. Like, this one is never going anywhere. This one is new to me this year. It will stay in my collection. It will forever be in my collection. I may actually go up a shade. This one's going to be 460 Suede W for the winter months, fall winter months, because my face does get just a little bit drier. This one is going to be in 5 in 2, which is honey. Both of these are summertime holy grail. I pair these with one of my favorite primers that I just mentioned, and makeup going where? Like, going nowhere. Yes, it's not transfer proof, but it still wears very beautifully. It looks like skin on my skin. There's nothing worse than foundation that you are ready to take off because you can feel it or it looks cakey or anything like that. I don't have any issues with any of these, but especially these two, just because that may be a concern with heavier quote unquote foundations. So yes, definitely need all of these. So immediately after my foundation, I do go in with concealer. So the first one I've got here is a Juvia's Place I Am Magic concealer. This one is just beautifully creamy, covers well, stays in place. I do have fine lines. So with fine lines, I do get some creasing, but this one is one of the longer wearing ones where it doesn't crease, within a few hours. Another drugstore one that I really like is going to be the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. This one is empty, as you can see, but I really enjoyed using this. This is more of like a highlighting shade. Does exactly what it says it's going to do. I felt like it helped to even out my skin tone just a little bit, as well as the wrinkles just a little bit. Nothing miraculous by any means, but it stayed in place well. It blended out well. I did allow it to set for about 20 seconds after I would apply it, just to get a little bit of a fuller coverage, because this is more of a light medium coverage, I would say, but it can become full coverage if you add another layer or allow it to set a little bit. I also really enjoy this ColourPop No Filter Concealer. This is more of a medium full coverage foundation. A little bit goes a long way. Again, very creamy, evens out things. I still have the creasing because under eye lines just don't go anywhere, but this one doesn't fall into them immediately. I can get a good long wear. It covers up the darkness underneath my eyes really well. it's beautiful. It is one of my favorites. And then more on a higher end, the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. Super coverage. I would say that this is high coverage. It's not like max coverage like, I don't know, Dermacol. I think that's the foundation brand. It's not like that coverage, but it is still really good coverage. Creamy, doesn't settle into my creases immediately or my fine lines, anything like that. Like, it's just a really, really nice one. Just, it's beautiful. Everyone likes it. Like, everyone likes it. I don't know a person that I watch on YouTube or in my real life who does not like this concealer. Immediately after, I do set my under eyes. So the first one I've got is the Juvia's Place. This is going to be in the shade Kalahari. It's their yellow toned one. For us deep toned sisters, it is beautiful underneath our eyes. It's finely milled. It just creates a little bit of a highlighting effect. It's beautiful. Like, absolutely love this. Absolutely love this. I can also go in with the Laura Mercier, the white one, the translucent one. This one I do have to be a little cautious with, as it can give a little bit of a flashback, but not very much. And if you're deeper toned, I would recommend doing the red one. Maybe not underneath the eyes, you could probably go with the yellow one, but the deep toned one would be a great all over face powder. There are times where I may want just like a little bit of a longer wear on my foundation, so I will mix this in with my foundation, and it's beautiful. Then I don't have to go in, over it in powder. I'll just mix it right in, but it's absolutely beautiful. This one, yeah. Yes. Another all over type of face powder is going to be the Too Faced Peach Perfect one. Sorry, some of these are really dirty because I do use them, such as life. This one is also part of the maybe it's being discontinued, maybe it's not type of thing, available on Too Faced website. This one is beautiful. Like, for my summer months, I absolutely love this. It blurs out my skin. It's lightweight. It's finely milled. It doesn't change the color of my foundation. It does come in tints, like there's different shades of it. And I have the translucent caramelized peach. It's perfect. It's a perfect shade for me. And then the Beauty Bakery Flour Better Not Bitter face powder. This is in the shade Almond. I think it used to be called Chestnut. This one's beautiful as well. Finely milled, blurs my skin, helps my foundation and makeup to last longer. My concealer doesn't crease as quickly. I notice that there's a difference when I do wear this. So here's the part where it gets a little bit out of order, just depending on, the things that I'm doing. So sometimes I'll go out directly in with a setting spray. This is going to be the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I think a really good dupe for it is going to be this Milani Make It Last Matte Setting Spray. Both of these extend the wear of my makeup. They help to remove any powdery look that I may have. I just really, really have enjoyed these. This one does have a little bit of a scent to me. I notice a lot of people say that it doesn't, but it does to me. So if you are aware of the way things smell, this one may not be the best option for you, but again, this one's a really, really good dupe, and it's more affordable. I stumbled upon these Milani cream blushes during the summer months. Blends out really well. I was really nervous about diving into cream blushes, but this one was the first one I tried. It blends out beautifully. The pigment is there. It lasts all day. I don't have any issues with, it's being spotty, anything like that. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to pick up more of these. If you're into powder blushes, the Juvia's Place powder blushes are absolutely beautiful. This one has almost like a fall shade and a summer shade in it, and it's just pigment. Juvia's Place don't play with pigment like that. You never have to worry about it showing up on our beautiful deep skin tone sisters. Like, it lasts all day. It blends out very well on top of the powder. It blends out very well on top of the creams. It just is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Since we're talking Juvia's Place, eyeshadows. I love them. I love Juvia's Place eyeshadows. If you're not familiar with Juvia's Place, it is a Black-owned beauty brand. They have tons of things, not only at their website, but also at Ulta. This one's a shimmery shade. I'm going to swatch that. Like, look at that. They blend out well. The colors are there to stay. You don't have to worry about it like fading. You don't have to worry about it milking together. None of those kind of things. Another black owned brand that I have no issues with, Ace Boutte. Now Ace Boutte is going to be more of an online type of thing. I've gotten a lot of their things through BoxyCharm. This is going to be their Falling For You palette. As you can tell, it's got a lot of like purple tones in it. The pigment, fantastic. Doesn't muddy together, blends out really well. There's no issues with them like creasing. They don't have a lot of fallout. Just absolutely beautiful. I know I say that a lot in this video, but hey, when it's the truth, it's the truth. This one's gonna be the Ace Boutte Nostalgia palette, colorful palette. When I'm going for a colorful look, tends to be one of the ones that I reach for because it just does what it says it's going to do. Continuing on with eyes, we've got eyeliners. So this one's going to be the One Size Point Made. This one is the Black Radiance one. Both of these, the pigment lasts all day. I don't have any issues with transfer. They're waterproof. Like, I have very oily eyelids, and so when it comes to liners, they're gone in like 5 minutes because that's just how it rolls. I notice that these last all day. I work a regular job and then I also have a part-time job, and I can put these on and they'll last through both jobs, both of them. This one does have two sides. It's got a sexy side and then it's also got a bold side. This one's just a regular basic liner, but the pigment on both of these is so good. Like, that's the One Size one. And then we're just gonna use the sexy side of this one. And that's the Black Radiance one right there. Like, pigment come through, stays all day, glides on really well. Just, yes. So sticking with the eyes, the next thing that I have are going to be brow mascaras pretty much. This one's going to be by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This one's actually the e.l.f. Wow Brow. Both of these are almost like an actual mascara in regards to like the wand. The Anastasia Beverly Hills one is quite big. The e.l.f. Wow Brow is smaller. There is nothing and nowhere that my brows are going when I use these. Both of these do come in pigment. This one I have right now for Anastasia is clear, but this one is a dark brown, I believe. The color's not on it. It's either dark brown or deep brown. But both of them just, again, do exactly what they're saying they're going to do. Brows are going nowhere. When I do wedding makeup, this is the one that I recommend in regards to like a drugstore option. Higher end, the Anastasia brow. Anastasia is known for her brows. Like, that is what she originally came out with, so she does not disappoint when using this. Both of these do their job. Brows are in place. I have brows that end pretty much right here, and so I go in with one of these and I know that it's not going anywhere. Like, whatever I draw on is not going anywhere. If I'm deciding to put on false lashes of any sorts, these ones from Dollar Tree are amazing. They're lightweight. They wear really well. That's almost a tongue twister. They wear really well. They're not very expensive because they are from the Dollar Tree, but they look expensive. Like, you can't tell that these are from the Dollar Tree. Like, look at those. No way you can tell that unless I tell you, you know? So, yeah. These ones right here. I don't wear false lashes very often, but when I do, these are the ones that get me excited. When I am doing my mascara, I always go in with a lash primer first. This one is the Essence Volume Booster Lash Primer. I just really, really enjoy it. I don't know that it adds a lot of volume, but it does condition my lashes. I do feel like it extends the wear of any mascara that I'm going to place on top of it. I love how it separates. It's a white primer. It's still really, really, really nice. Like, I do use this every day. I've used other primers like that I've gotten in my BoxyCharm or, you know, as a sample or whatever, and I still go back to this one. It just gets me excited. And then in regards to the mascaras, the ones that I actually have, because there's a couple that I don't, and I'm going to just go ahead and mention them now since I brought them up. The first one is going to be the Blink mascara. I will include a picture of that over here. It is beautiful. It's what's called a tubing mascara. So with tubing mascaras, they will wrap a tube around your lash instead of just painting it. So if you have issues with flaking, smudging, raccoon eyes, even watery eyes, that may be a good option for you because it only comes off with warm water. I am one of those people because I have oily skin. Waterproof mascara comes off with oil. Of course, then it smudges all over my face. Tubing mascaras don't do that. So the Blink one, there's two types that it has. It has one that's in a purple one and then one's in a silver one. Either one of them would be perfectly great. And then this other one here that I do have is the number 7 Stay Perfect Long Lasting. It's a tubing mascara. The brush on this is going to be quite different compared to that of the Blink one. The Blink ones are going to be more of a full bristle. This one's more of a short plastic bristle. Both are going to give the same result in regards to them both being tubing mascaras. That one is going to be a little bit more voluminous. This one is typically my everyday type of mascara. Another mascara that I've been enjoying is going to be this Ilia one. Now for me, it does have a little bit of smudging because it's not a tubing mascara, but it does make my lashes look beautiful. When I'm wearing this, people are asking me what falsies I'm wearing because it is just, it's beautiful. I've really enjoyed using it, even with that little bit of smudge on there. Like I can handle that. That's not a big deal. The brush on this is kind of unique. So it's got like little ones that are straight up to like lengthen, and then it's got a typical mascara brush on this side. So hopefully you can see that there. It's a little different, but it's pretty awesome. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. It adds volume, it adds length, it separates. It's really, really a good one to have. In regards to a brow pencil, my favorite, which I am all out of right now, I'm using another one to, because it was in my collection and I'm trying to get like rid of it and use it up. But my favorite is going to be the Morphe micro brow pencil. I will include a picture over here because I've used that one all up. That one for my oily skin is fantastic. I'm not a big Morphe fan, but if they ever discontinue this brow pencil, we're gonna have a problem. It stays in place. It matches my skin tone beautifully. They've got several options for it. Like, I just absolutely love it. I can draw on the hair-like strokes. I can also kind of shade and color it in, and it doesn't look too heavy. I need it. I will be repurchasing that. I will probably be repurchasing more than one because I just need it. We're winding down to our last few product categories here. I do not have a bronzer. I like bronzer, but there's not one that I've found that I like need to have. Like, they do what they do, like they provide the warmth that I'm looking for, but there's none of them that I'm like, if you don't get this, life would not be complete without it. Like, we're not there yet. I'm still on the hunt. So if you've got any recommendations, let me know down below, or anything that you really enjoy, let me know. I'd be more than willing to try it out. So moving on to lips, I've got lip liners. These are the NYX ones. The NYX ones are basic pencil ones, but they're not basic in regards to like their color. They're not basic in regards to their wear. They go on creamy. They last all day. Now, it's a pencil liner, so it will, remove with like food and beverage, things like that. But for the price, for the availability, because they're readily available, at the drugstore, these are beautiful. My go-to is just the basic brown one. These are probably my 3 favorite colors for my skin tone. So I've got brown, I've got soft spoken, and then I've got tea and cookies. So these 3 right here, beautiful. For lipsticks, the Juvia's Place Velvet Matte lipstick line is beautiful. They go on really well. They're really creamy, but yet they're still going to dry down in a matte finish. They do have some transfer with them, but not nearly as much as I've noticed a lot of other brands to have. They have this shade called the Perfect Red, which for the holidays, there's no other name for it. It is literally the Perfect Red. They just wear beautifully. I absolutely love them. My lips don't feel like they are dried out when I use them by any means, and they've got an array of colors. I also have been enjoying the Fenty cream lips. I can't remember what the exact name of them are. This one's going to be in the shade Fenty Glow. Creamy, pigmented, but not overly pigmented. It's beautiful. For their lip glosses, I don't know where mine are at. I'm sure they're in a purse somewhere. The gloss bombs. If you do not like a sticky gloss, those ones are the ones to try out. Those ones are it. Pair them with just a lip liner, pair them with a lipstick. Summertime staple. For matte lipsticks, I've got a couple here. The Tarte East lip paints. I've got a couple of options here in regards to colors. I believe these are going to be available on Tarte's website, but these will last all day. They do dry down, but they don't feel like they're sucking the life out of your lips by any means. They're just, again, beautiful. So as a little bit more of an affordable option, I've got the Sephora lip stain. This one I picked up and used for Halloween. I went as a zebra for Halloween, and so I needed a black lipstick that was going to stay all day because I didn't want to be worrying about reapplying it and like all of those kind of things. This stayed all day. This stayed all day. So I am very much planning on picking up many more of these because some of us are still wearing masks. This one would last right through it. Like, it's creamy, didn't dry out my lips. You know, I still felt like they were moisturized. Absolutely loved this. I don't know that I'll be wearing this black one again anytime soon, but I'm not going to be throwing it away. I can tell you that much. So there we have it. Hopefully this holiday wish list video for makeup helped you out, either for yourself or for someone else that you're trying to pick out some items for and you have no idea where to start. Hopefully this helped you out. I want you guys to know that this is a safe place. I love you guys. You're welcome here. You're beautiful. And I will see you next time.